Hello everyone, it's Laurie from Cook Scrap Craft, and today I've got a process video for you that is my take on one of the July Shimelle lives, the very last one that she did. I didn't actually watch it, I just kind of got to the point where she did the sketch. I actually think I kind of had it running in the background, but I was like doing a meeting and doing some work stuff, so I wasn't really even paying attention to it. And then when I did tune in, she'd kind of already finished the layout, and I saw the sketch was there in the frame, so I took a quick screenshot and kind of just did it. Made it my own thing using what I had, the leftovers from my July kit, and other pieces from my stash. So it's basically kind of a bisected background. I've got that really cool wood grain, which I did cut a circle out of, but you know, I just covered that up with the floral paper that I've had since, well, a couple Best of Both Worlds kits ago. I got that at Michael's whenever I did the Michael's version of the Best of Both Worlds kit. And then I just never used the floral paper, but it's really pretty. It's got some gold foiling in it, and I just thought it would look nice with that the light wood grain. So I put that over, or I cut it to I think 4 inches by 12, so it's enough to cover up the circle that I cut out. And then in terms of the photo, it's a single photo. I mean, you could do 4 by 6. I think I cut my photo down to slightly smaller. I just kind of, you know, cropped it a little bit. Because it's a selfie of me with some Yoplait Oui dairy-free yogurt. They do have regular Yoplait Oui yogurt, but they also make a dairy-free version. And I keep meaning to do like my favorite dairy-free yogurts on the blog, make a list of my favorites. And so I haven't done it yet, but I keep meaning to. But I need pictures. So I took this picture of myself. I guess I was thinking like maybe I would use it on the blog post. So I had this photo of myself that I was like, I guess I should scrapbook it. And I had too many photos to go in the monthly Project Life pages, the monthly pocket pages that I do. So I had to take a few out and say, well, I guess you're going to get your own, layout. So that's what this is. So it's essentially just a bunch of layered scraps of paper behind that photo. It's going to be a little cluster in the bottom left side, and then there's some stenciling. You could do it with a stamp, which is I think what Shimelle did, because she doesn't really use the Distress Oxide sprays. However, that's what I use. So the color for the month was Shabby Shutters from Tim Holtz, sort of a greeny color, and I took a Vicky Bouton Sweet Rush, I think a Sweet Rush stencil. I didn't get the stencil for the July kit. I think it was the Simple Stories, and it actually had like suns. So I was trying to find something in my stash that was circly. So that's why I chose this Vicky Bouton one. And then because I was a little impatient, I did kind of go through my stash. I was waiting for it to dry a little bit, and I was kind of also going through my stash to find things to use for the embellishments. But you saw I rolled the paper towel across because I just couldn't wait for it to dry. So rolling the paper towel makes the paper towel roll look really pretty, actually. But it also helps that ink to dry in a little bit more. So I really, when the thing is all said and done, that little bit of stenciling, I tried to make it so that it would pop out a little bit more behind the photo cluster, but much of it does get covered up. That's what happens with mixed media oftentimes. So that's also why I did a little bit of the splatters in that color, just so we could get a little bit more of that color there on the lightness of the wood. And yeah, so the stuff that I layered behind the photo was basically just scraps of paper. So you could easily do this with any kit that you have. If you have leftover bits of paper, if you have a scrap paper drawer like I have, you could go through your scrap paper drawer and just kind of find papers that would coordinate. It's kind of fun just to do random stuff like this because nothing has to really go that well. You can kind of just mix and match, and some of them were not even full pieces of paper, like the pink one that's right behind the photo. It doesn't go all the way behind the photo. And I ended up kind of staggering the layer. Nothing is like equally stacked. And I like the way that looked. So that's how I decided to keep everything when I went to adhere it down with my double-sided squares. So I think there's a lot of different ways that you could do this. And it's a really great usage of your paper scraps, especially if you are doing a shop your stash or a no spend challenge. I'm tucking behind the photos some little stickers. I think they were the Heidi Swap stickers from last month's kit. And then there's a pretty little studio tag that I stuck in there as well. I'm also just kind of going through my stash again, looking for other things, other embellishments that I could put up there. So I found a little checkmark sticker, and then down in the bottom corner I'd taken another Heidi Swap sticker. It's supposed to be used as like a journaling spot, and that is where I'm going to end up doing my journaling. I put a oh, I can't think of the manufacturer right now, but it's a chipboard frame, so I put that on top of it. And then the yes is actually from the Simple Stories collection that came out at the beginning of the year. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like, it has all the months in it. So it's like if there's like a January page, a February paper. Anyway, hopefully you know what I'm talking about. But that's where the yes comes from. And then I'm also adding in some enamel dots. I added in one of the phrase stickers that was also part of last month's Best of Both Worlds kit. It says fresh. The Love It is American Craft stickers that I think were also part of the Vicky Booten Sweet Rush collection. You know, Vicky Booten for American Crafts, or however they call it. So yeah, I think I'm actually getting to the end of this layout. This was a pretty fast one, so I hope that this was inspiring for you and shows you that you can put a layout together in like 10 minutes. The close-ups are going to follow, so you get to see things in a little bit more detail. Thanks so much for watching all the way to the end. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so you can see all the fun things that I'm going to be working on in August, all the products, all the process videos. You don't want to miss out. So click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye.